Welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum, that's Kyle. Kyle, how the hell are we doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a day off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally sorted out my camera and mic a bit better, so it's on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, no one gives a shit, mate. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
Furiosa.
Controller.
No one cares, mate. Furiosa. We got that trailer that we knew we were getting. Kyle, what did you think of it?
It was a pretty weird trailer. It was definitely different.
Yeah.
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 Chris Hemsworth looks fucking strange.
It's that nose, innit? It's that nose.
Is it?
Yeah, prosthetic nose.
Ah.
There's not a lot of lines in this trailer, but the lines he had in the trailer, I actually quite liked. I don't love this trailer, though. It's not got me more excited for the film. I was already pretty excited because I love Fury Road. It's not got me more excited, but it's just shown us a little bit of like what we're going to be in for. And when he's like, lady and gentlemen's, start your engines, I thought, all right, that's pretty funny. I definitely like the second half of the trailer more when you're seeing more of that, crazy camera action and stuff like that we've known from Fury Road. I thought, all right, this is a bit more what I was looking forward to. It does seem like it's going to be a, prequel to Fury Road, like in every sense of the way. Obviously, it is a prequel to Fury Road. But something interesting that I noticed at the beginning of the trailer is it said 45 years after the fall, a young Furiosa was taken from her family or some shit like that. So that must mean that the Mad Max in Fury Road is not the original Mad Max, which I think we all had theories about anyway. But if, they're about the same age in Fury Road, obviously Mad Max, the first one's from before the fall. So it's a different Mad Max entirely, which I think we knew because Tom Hardy's playing it, not Mel Gibson. So yeah, what you got a standout moment from the trailer?
Just Chris Hemsworth looking very strange, very odd.
I thought he was going to just Chris Hemsworth looking very buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
What do you think of the line that Anya Taylor-Joy got when she's like, she says, "I'm Furiosa"? Do you believe that?
No.
I don't quite believe that just yet either. I think we need
to see her in action a bit more before I can be like, yeah.
And now the shot that follows that, where she shoots that spear gun through that guy's leg. Okay, fair enough, but yeah, no, I don't quite believe it just yet. I love the Mad Max franchise. I think Road Warrior is a masterpiece. That's the second one, if anyone hasn't seen it. And I think Fury Road's a masterpiece as well. The first one's a very odd, different film. It's good. It's great. I love it. Thunderdome, I'm not that big of a fan of, but yeah. I just want to see George Miller do what George Miller does best. And if this is another 2-hour action film, crazy shit happening, then yeah, I'm up for that. Looks like we're getting a Morton Joe back as well. Obviously, it's prequel, so he would be alive.
Morton Joe.
Yeah. Some of them Witness Me guys as well. They're always fun to just do suicidal things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm not no more excited though than I was before. I just want to see the film now. That's all it is. But yeah. Anyway, Kyle, let's get on to something a bit more your speed. Tom Holland has done an interview. He's speaking about Spider-Man. I feel like wherever this cunt goes, he's always speaking about Spider-Man. They said to him, "Are you going to return as Spider-Man?" And he says, "If it's worthwhile for the character." Now, I'm pretty sure he's already signed. There's been reports from after, a couple of months after No Way Home that he's re-signed. He's getting a lot more money. and he's got a few more appearances, and he's going to be the lead of the next two Avengers films. Not the leader of the Avengers, he's going to be the actual lead of the cast, so the person who's probably got the most screen time, or something like that. What do you think him saying? You know, if it's worthwhile for the character, do you think he's just having people on, or?
I love Tom, but he chats a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like, it's just he says a lot of things that just like, it's like, why are you saying that kind of thing? You don't need to. It's like, you are coming back. We know you obviously are. I get it. You've kind of taken a bit of a step back and a bit of a break in your sort of private life. But I'm pretty sure these films are already like in. I remember hearing a while ago that they were in like, you know, they're in early stages of doing the fourth one, like super.
Even he said before the strikes we was, you know, sat round and was discussing the best way to make Spider-Man 4 work, but I still think he's already signed.
Yeah, no, he has.
He's definitely already signed.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's like. Maybe I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I remember seeing it. I'm like, I'm not even going to look into this because it's like he's definitely already signed up for something.
Yeah, it's
already.
I get it. You don't want to play this character forever, and he's expressed interest in, you know, passing the baton on. You know, having Miles Morales come in, which I think would be a great idea. The whole point of casting Tom so young was so we'd have him a while. That was why they cast him young. I think he was 18 when he started. You know, he's coming up to, you know, it's nearly been a decade since his first. Not nearly been a decade. What was it? 2016 his first. So 7 years. So he's a bit into it, but yeah, I do think he's returning. I think this is just. I don't know why he's saying it, because I think he's already signed as well, so he can't be trying to negotiate for more money, because I think he's already signed as well. So
I don't know. Maybe he's just kind of like
trying to build excitement, you know, trying to get.
Well, it's either that or he's just like he literally cannot say anything, so he can't say if he is or he isn't, and he's just saying if it's worth my while. It's like sort of dodging the question.
If it's worthwhile for the character. Is what he said.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think he can actually say anything.
Yeah,
because with the whole restructure of Marvel, especially, I'm sure that's gonna be affecting what he can and cannot say, because he probably don't even know himself. So he doesn't want to come out and say I don't know. It just says if it's worthwhile. Kind of thing. I feel like a lot of people are saying that these days, like, yeah, I'll return if they do the character right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this, you know, he's definitely coming back.
Which Spider-Man has not been let down yet in that department. I think he's been done pretty well every time we've seen him. So yeah, I think he's just saying it. I really think he's just saying it, just for the sake of saying it. I don't know why. I don't think it was a dumb thing to say though. We'll go on to something which I do believe was a dumb thing to say, and this is from Bob Iger. Now, I agree with what he's saying, but I don't agree that he should have said it. He says they needed more supervision on the set of the Marvels from executives. That executive being Kevin Feige. Now, I 100% agree with that. But you don't throw Nia DaCosta under the bus like that. After she's made, you know, she's come in, she's made this film for you. Yeah, it's not a film I like. I don't particularly like it. But yeah, no, I don't agree with him saying it publicly. So what do you think of this?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's not really thrown her under the bus too much. It's just more of a reinsurance kind of thing. You know, we should have had that in the first place. There should have been Kevin Feige should have been there anyways to
Yeah.
to assist with this film. We'll have more hands-on approach. We'll be more involved, and yeah, I mean, let's be honest, this film isn't great, and he is the boss. So if the film was good and you know he said it then, I think it would have been a lot worse.
Well, he wouldn't have had to say it then. He wouldn't
Well,
have been asked about the quality of the film.
yeah, but I'm saying that's what I mean. It's like, I get where you're coming from, but I mean, if anything, I do agree, and I don't know. It's really weird.
I
Weird.
agree. I agree with what he's saying. I 100% agree with it. I think Kevin Feige needs to be so involved with all these projects like he used to be back in the day. He just, with the output they've got right now, he just can't be.
I think in a way though, it's going to be a positive thing for audiences to see that and be like, oh right, this guy understands it now. I think that's what he wanted.
Well,
That's what he wanted to get out of it. I don't think he was trying to throw her under the bus.
I think Marvel and Disney have got it for a while though. They've been trying to sort things out since before the strikes. But yeah, no, I just feel like there's a better way of saying it.
Like I said, I think he didn't mean it in that way.
Yeah,
I think he meant in a way of, oh, we needed more Kevin Feige in this.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And, to help.
He's, I love Bob Iger and I love everything he's done with the company, with Disney, with Marvel. Because a lot of people seem to forget there's like, oh, Disney's ruined Marvel. Marvel was with Disney for, all these films that you love, Endgame, Infinity War, Captain America Civil War, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy. Disney was with Marvel through all of that. So, it's never Disney's fault if the film's good. It's always Disney's fault if the film's bad. But I still don't think he should have. It's weird because he was trying to let people know that, yeah, we're aware of what's going on. But yeah, I don't think Nia DaCosta will work for Marvel again. And not that I want her to, particularly because I didn't like the film. But I still think it was a little bit of a shitty business practice, if you ask me.
I don't think that was the intention, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I love Bob Iger, but he has been coming out and saying, even during the actors' strike, writer's strike, he was saying some dumb things then as well. And it's like, come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Don't be like that, Bob. Yeah. Right.
It's confusing with the two Bobs.
It's always confusing with the two Bobs. X-23 might be back, Kyle, in Deadpool 3. Obviously, Daphne Keane. She's been asked about it lately. And she said, yeah, she said she'd do it. Now there's industry insider reports saying that X-23 is going to be in Deadpool 3. But I want to know from you, like, how do you think that's going to work? Do you think it's going to be Logan's Laura or X-23, or do you think they're going to go to another universe and get one from there?
That's a good question. I don't think they want to touch Logan at all. I think they want to leave that story as it was, not have this affect it in any way, and it just be another multiversal version of this character.
And it definitely can be, because I don't think she's grown up now. I don't know how old she is, but she, from the clip I saw from that interview, she definitely looks older. Do you just want to search how old Daphne Keane is?
A bit weird on my history, but
I bet it's already there, mate. I'm gonna say she's probably about 15, if anything. And if she's any older than that, I'm gonna feel old as fuck, because Logan came out in 2017.
Such a good film. I love the
It
poster.
is such a good film.
Let's have a look. Let's see. She's 18.
Right, so that is a lot older then than we thought she was. That's weird because I'm just used to that little girl from Logan. But yeah, she could play a grown-up version then of, not maybe this version, but like a grown-up version of one from a different universe. There's loads of ways to get her in, and even
Yeah, I definitely don't think. Oh, maybe that like it is the same one, and we see how she, and we get like what happened next after the Logan film with the mutants, the young
yeah.
mutants and stuff. I mean, either way, I'm happy. I'm fine. But I think they probably don't want to touch that film and that story.
Well, they've
They
already
just want to
said
take.
they're not.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they don't want to touch it in the sense of like the Logan stuff, Wolverine, but maybe they will potentially just sort of like, hats off. It's like, oh, she led a resistance of these new mutants and taught them or something, or they all grew up together and
Well, it was only
they
going to
come up.
fucking Canada.
Well, I mean, who lives in Canada? Who's from Canada as well?
Bill Cosby?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, sorry. I. It just seems like when I can't think of anything funny to say, saying Bill Cosby's always a good option because it's like
No.
people just laugh at the sound of Bill Cosby.
Hmm.
Yeah, but no, if she's back, that's great. I want to see her fucking ragdoll Wade about because I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Or she just absolutely does fucking both of them, Logan and Deadpool. Just, or she might be happy to see her dad if it is this version, and he's she's like,
I was gonna say, by the way, with the where did because they went to Canada and who's from Canada.
yeah, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
So it adds up a little bit. But we'll see.
Yeah, he can travel through the multiverse, but he can only travel to different versions of Canada. That's... And then if they need to go anywhere else, they need to take a car or, fly there in a spaceship or something like that, but it only goes to Canada. And I swear to God, in Secret Wars, if they make Battle World, the area that Deadpool represents needs to be Canada.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
A planet of Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so up for that. So up for that. But yeah. If this happens...
Do you know if they were ever going to do anything after Logan with the...
Yes, James Mangold was writing a X-23 movie when Disney bought out Fox. And, at first when Disney bought out Fox, I was a little bit like, oh, fucking hell. It's like, what does this mean for Deadpool? And Deadpool was in that grey area for such a long time. And then they came out and says, don't worry, Deadpool will stay rated R. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like, alright. But I was still thinking, come on, just make Deadpool free. I want to see the third Deadpool film. But the fact that they've held off so long and they're telling the story that it looks like they're telling now is... I'm happy that we've waited. Now, when we see the end product, I might not be. You need to see the film to know if you're actually going to like the film. Even off trailers, I think you can't just watch a trailer and go, I'm not going to like that. Because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the Madam Web trailer. I don't think we particularly like the trailer, but you don't know until you've seen it. Yeah, it's usually a good indication, but... yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, trailers are meant to get you excited for the film to go see it. I mean, sometimes as well, it's another company that makes these trailers, that edits them. And, they edit them better than the actual editors of film sometimes. Yes, that does happen. Sometimes you get like a really shit trailer and the film's amazing.
Just don't do a Suicide Squad and get the trailer house in to edit your film and turn it into a 2-hour long music video
Yeah,
with
that's
the greatest hits playing throughout the whole thing. Oh, there's a song people like. There's a song people like. Oh, there's a song people like.
what was that other one that came out recently? Continental. Jeez,
Yeah,
right.
like I liked every song they played,
Yeah, but it
but it
just
was
felt
too
so.
much. It was too
Yeah,
much.
it was very odd how they did it. They just sort of like dropped the music. I thought, is something playing in the background here, or
Yeah.
you know,
No, right. Let's get on to the final topic.
very short episode today. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Um, Aquaman. It is set to make 50 to 60 million on its opening weekend. Now, okay, that seems to be round about what the DC films have been doing lately. You know, I think it needs to make more than Flash. I think it needs to make more than Flash. Yes,
If it don't really matter, but
there has been a decline in, you know, I don't want to say a decline in comic book films because apart from the Marvels, Marvel has done well this year. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 might be the only blockbuster, like big summer movie this year that might. No, it's going to be the only one that turns a profit. The only blockbuster this year that turns a profit. Yeah, you got Barbie, Oppenheimer, and stuff like that. They don't count as blockbusters. You know, they were other different films. A blockbuster is... It's hard to explain what a blockbuster is, but a film like Guardians that's supposed to make that type of money and has had the money put into it, it's going to be the only one that turns a profit. Now, Aquaman, if it makes the 50 to 60, that's great. You know, the first film opened to around that as well, and it went on to make $1 billion. I don't think Aquaman 2 is going to make $1 billion. I don't even think it's going to hit 400. But I want this film to do well, especially if it turns out the film's good. I want the film to do well because a comic book film comes out and it's good. That's not just good for DC. It's good for Marvel, DC, Sony. You know, anyone in that genre. That's it. That's who it's good for. Because it's like, I saw the last comic book film. It was pretty good. Next one might be good as well. So when people pit them against each other, it's... What's the point? We're all comic book fans. We're all, Marvel fans. I seen a comment, which I really wanted to comment on it, on someone posting that, it's going to make this much, and then a comment underneath that was, I hope this does better than the Marvels, so we can shove it in Marvel's face. It's like, why? Why do you want to do what? Why do you want to do that? If this film does better than the Marvels, that's great, because it's great for everyone. But I'll also like to point out that, Marvel's biggest flop until the Marvels came out was Ant-Man and the Lost Quantumania this year, and that film still made more money than all three of DC's films combined this year. Shazam, The Flash, and Blue Beetle. So if you want to play games like that, that's the game we can play. The simple fact is, Marvel is the more popular brand. Yeah, it's in a bit of a decline right now, but yeah. So 50 to 60. Do you think it's going to hit it?
No, I think it'll be 40, if anything.
40.
Just because it has a good chance of doing well, just because of obviously with the actors obviously involved. The trailer was pretty good.
It was fun. It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, so I think for the general movie-going audience, it's like reeled them in. But for more comic book fans, I feel like it's going to be like The Flash, where it's like not a lot of people are going to be too bothered about seeing it, or if seeing it multiple times. So I think if this releases in a good window where it's like there's nothing to compete with it, it can do all right. I think it'll do well for the general movie-going audience. But that being said, this film doesn't really I hope it's a good film. I hope it's, because I like the first one. I wish it kind of went more into more of, it felt like it wasn't Aquaman's film. It felt very strange. Um, but I hope with this one, with the two brothers, it's an interesting way of doing it, turning the bad guy into a good guy kind of thing, and having the brothers' relationship being the main sort of thing in the film. I think it could do well. Not fantastic. I don't think it's anywhere going to get anywhere close to the first one, but it will do okay for itself.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I really want to see this film succeed as well, because once it does, and if it's good,
Oh shit, my food.
okay, Kyle's getting his food, but I'll say what I was going to say. If this film succeeds and it's good, it will show people that it's not it's not comic book fatigue, which I don't think it is. I think there's quality fatigue, and people aren't happy with the quality of the films that we're getting, because the quality of the films we used to get was a lot better than what we're getting right now. Yeah, we've had some great stuff from Marvel. We've had some great stuff from DC. The Batman, for example. Marvel's Corner, Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, Guardians this year made a fuckload of money. Yeah, it didn't make what Marvel used to make, but that's because Marvel's also put out some stinkers, which it's like, oh, do I want to go see the next Marvel film? I didn't like Quantumania, so I might not like this one. So that's the area that it's been letting people down in. But yeah, I'll say it again. If Aquaman 2 does well, there is no reason why other comic book films coming down later in the year can't do well. Yeah, it's going to be followed up by Madam Web, which I think might hurt that demographic again a bit, but Deadpool 3, Marvel already know that it's going to be, well, not know, but they think that it's going to be great, and we'll take that with a grain of salt, because they thought Quantumania was going to be great, but it turns out it wasn't. So
I'm nearly burnt then.
Nice. I just rambled on while you were gone.
Oh, talking shit.
Talking shit, mate.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this comes out so this was originally going to come out on my last day of work of the year. So I thought that'll be nice. On my last day of work, I can, get ready, go take pictures with you, and we'll go see Aquaman 2. This comes out now on the day before that, the 21st of December. So we'll have to go out and see this, and then I'll have to go to work the next day. But that's alright, because there was already a lot happening on the 22nd. Rebel Moon comes out.
Great.
Yeah, woohoo! What If starts. So,
Okay, I'm quite excited for that.
So yeah, there's a few things going on, but let's let Kyle get his scran. So,
sorry, I'm starving.
It's all right, mate. We're wrapping up right now.
I'm having a big fat Yorkshire pudding.
What a big fat Yorkshire pudding? That's what you're eating.
Yeah, with
all right.
Gravy and it's basically like a big pudding, mate.
Gravy and arse.
Oh,
love it. That will do us for today. I've been Callum. That's been Kyle. Kyle, anything you want to say before we go? Eat ass, sled fast, smoke grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're gonna get copyright claimed on that.
We'll just say it anyway.
Eat ass, smoke grass, sled fast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let us know what you thought of any of the topics in today's show.
I have a feeling that some big news is going to break out on the weekend,
It's going to be the Fantastic Forecast, mate. That's what's going to happen. We are getting the Fantastic Forecast this weekend. The Fantastic Forecast? Well, is it going to snow?
I mean, it's going to snow with all the nerds, if you know what I mean.
That was fucking gross. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. Let us know.
Expect a video potentially then on the weekend for the Fantastic Four if they announce.
Yeah, if they announce that we are doing a fucking standalone video, for sure. Faux show. Just so I can say, see, I told you it'd happen this weekend. But it probably won't now because nothing happens the way I want it to happen. Like the lottery. I always want to lose the lottery, but I somehow always win. I hate it.
For you.
Yeah, poor me. Anyway, see you later.